What's going on in the Atlanta real estate market? What's going on with home values? Where are the best schools? Cleve has all the answers for you. Call Cleve Atlanta Real Estate Show on Talk Radio 640 WGST. Now, here's Cleve Gaddis.
And we have on the line with us Mr. John Burchfield. Good morning, John.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Turn my mic.
We are great. Yes, Alfie, it works much better when you turn your microphone on. Everybody can hear what you're saying. I love it. Oh, hey, listen, John, I understand that we made a boo-boo, and I think you were headed in the right direction, and I think by my questions I got you to head off in the wrong direction. So, Two Saturdays ago, we were talking about some changes with student loan debt. And so let me just kind of turn it over to you, John, and let you talk about what changes are being made, and then let's give our correction. So we'll have to tell them what we said that was wrong and then what we said that was right.
Yeah, it was definitely a big screw-up on my part. We were talking about student loan debt and how it's going to change as of June 30th of this year, just a couple of weeks. And we're talking about that we would qualify you based on a certain percentage of the student loan total outstanding balance.
Even if those payments had been deferred, and that's the significant difference, right? Okay.
Yeah, and regardless of what the payment actually was that you were making, or if you weren't making a payment, I had said that we were going to count 2% of the balance against the buyers, and that is incorrect. It's actually a little better than that. We're going to count 1%.
1%. So if it was a $10,000 student loan balance, then your minimum payment will be calculated at $100.
That's right.
$20,000's $200, $30,000's $300. And I think when we did some research before, Alfie, I think the average student loan debt in the state of Georgia is one of the highest in the country. It was like $36,000. Is that right? Do you remember? Is that right, John?
Yeah, it sure is.
Which I don't understand how we could have one of the highest average student loan debt per graduate and the Hope Scholarship. That does not make any sense to me.
That does kind of scratch my head a little bit.
John, would you look into that and see if you can come back to us with some answers?
Since you told me that statistic, I've been wondering that very same thing myself.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. So you're referencing the fact that I gave you that statistic before, and you take it as the gospel? No, John. Well, you're ooh, boy, man, you're walking a fine line there.
Well, I wonder if most of those are like people who go out of state. Would that count if they went out of state?
Yeah.
Out of state, and I think, and you know, Georgia is, we have a lot of people that move here from other states. So I think that probably skews those statistics as well. They went to college somewhere else back home, and now they're relocating here.
Makes sense. If you just joined us, you're listening to the Call Cleve Atlanta Real Estate Show. I'm joined in the studio by Alfie, as always, and we've got John Burchfield with Brand Mortgage on the telephone with us. John can be reached by calling 678-226-7887. 678-226-7887. John is our preferred mortgage provider, has the heart of a teacher if you need to refinance or purchase a new home. John is the ideal guy to contact, 678-226-7887. Hey, John, I was doing a little research, and these numbers, blew my mind. I called you to ask you some details about private mortgage insurance and whatnot to get these payments as accurate as possible. But listen to this, John. $100,000 home purchase. These are all 5% down, so a person would pay $5,000 down. At today's interest rates, their principal, interest, taxes, and insurance would be $632. If we took the historic average interest rate of 6%, it would be $741. That's a huge savings. At $150,000 purchase, they pay $7,500 down. Their payment today would be $891. Their payment historically $1,111. At $200,000, it'd be $10,000 down. The payment would be $1,207 versus $1,482 historically. These are amazing numbers. At $250,000, you're getting close to the average sales price in Atlanta. It would be $12,500 paid down. $1,483 would be your payment, including your principal, your interest, your taxes, and your insurance, compared to $1,851 historically. And listen to these numbers as we continue to ramp up. At a $300,000 purchase, $1,805 would be the payment today versus $2,223 historically. I mean, you're saving over $400 a month compared to historic mortgage rates. At $400,000, $2,350 would be your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance versus $2,965 historically, and at $500,000, your Payment would be $29.16, and these are 5% down with normal private mortgage insurance, but that'd be $29.16 versus $36.64. So it almost, if you're interested in buying a home, it almost does not make any sense for you not to move forward and see if you can purchase one today. Now, John, I understand, and if you've just joined us, you're listening to the Call Cleve Atlanta Real Estate Show. I'm joined on the phone by John Burchfield with Brand Mortgage, who is our preferred mortgage provider. 678-226-7887 is his number. John, I understand you wanted to talk to us about something funny that has happened when a client was in the process of getting a mortgage.
Well, we've got dozens of them, but the one that struck me most recently was a young lady called in for a cash-out refinance. She had heard about it on the radio and thought, this is a great idea. I can get some cash and pay off some debt, right?
Yep.
Makes sense?
Yep.
Well, through the application process, it didn't take us long to figure out she actually didn't own her home. She was a renter, and she was trying to pull the cash out of her
Now, that is a
landlord.
great way to refinance. A cash-out financing on your rental unit. Man.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Now, do you think that she was trying to pull something, or do you think she just didn't understand?
No, I just think she didn't understand. She was totally into the process, and the good news is she was fairly well qualified. So we stoked her interest in potentially buying a home when her lease is up. So maybe that'll come her way soon.
That is fantastic, and I'd assume, John, we'll be selling her that house, right, Mr.
Absolutely.
Burchfield?
You bet.
That is hilarious. Hey, can you imagine that, Alfie? In fact, you know what? If you'll just wait till we get off the air, I'd like to give you Alfie's home address, John, and I'd like to do some cash-out refinancing on Alfie's home address, if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's get on
next.
that.
I'm next. After you, I'm next.
And when I sign his name, I think I'm supposed to sign Alfred Romero, not Alfie. So I'll be working on Alfie's signature as I move forward.
Yeah, Alfie's not my government name. Just like
Alfred.
Yeah,
Alfred. Hey, so John, what's going on in the mortgage? Are the applications up? Are they down? Are they flat? Give us a little. We got a few seconds before we take a break. Give us a little update.
I'd say over the last 15 days or so, they're fairly flat. We're dead into the summer season where people are taking a lot of vacations and getting that things done. But over year, way up. So it's an exciting time to buy and be part of the process.
And interest rates are down. So interest rates over the last couple of weeks have gone down fairly significantly, right?
Yes, we sure have.
Fantastic.
Best levels we've seen in a long time.
This is called Cleve Atlanta Real Estate Show on Talk Radio 640 WGST.